In a quiet, misty valley town, there lived a boy named Daniel. The town was so small that everyone knew each other, and life was simple. Daniel loved racing his friends and watching clouds drift by, but one thing cast a shadow over his world: studying. No matter how hard he tried, words would dance away, numbers would twist, and the lessons just wouldn't stick. The quiet whispers from classmates when he got an answer wrong slowly turned into a loud voice in his own head. "You read, just not smart enough." He felt hopeless. One afternoon, after the school bell rang, Daniel stayed behind. He approached his philosophy teacher, Mr. Drukarbark, a kind older man with a calm presence. "Sir," Daniel began, his voice barely a whisper, "I'm really bad at studying. I try, but nothing stays in my head. Is there any way I can get better? Or is this just who I am?" Mr. Drukarbark didn't answer right away. Instead, he took out a tall glass bottle filled with swirling, muddy water and placed it on the desk. "Tell me, Daniel, what do you see?" "Muddy water, sir." "It's dirty. Watch it with me," the teacher said gently. They sat in silence as the dirt slowly settled, leaving the water above surprisingly clear. After almost an hour, Mr. Drukarbark pointed. "Now what do you see?" "It's clear, sir, exactly," he said with a small smile. "This is our first lesson. Calm your mind. Your thoughts right now are like this muddy water, full of worry and self-doubt. When it's turbulent, you can't see clearly. But give it stillness and everything settles. Before you study, sit quietly for 5 minutes. Close your eyes. Just breathe. That small habit will clear the mud from your mind." Next, Mr. Drukarbark lit a small candle. Lesson 2. Focus on the present. Look only at this flame. Don't think about yesterday's mistakes or tomorrow's test. Just the flame. When your mind wanders, gently bring it back. Train your attention like a muscle. It gets stronger with practice. Daniel tried. And after a few minutes of returning his focus from worries to the flame, he felt a surprising sense of peace. Then, the teacher placed a dry sponge and a smooth river rock on the table. He poured water over both. The sponge soaked it up, while the rock let every drop roll off. Lesson 3. Understand, don't just memorize. Students who cram facts are like this rock, nothing sinks in. But when you try to understand, to connect ideas, you become the sponge. Knowledge stays. From now on, don't just repeat lines. Explain the topic to yourself. Draw it, tell a story about it, make it real. After that, Mr. Drukarbark brought out a large, solid wooden block. "Try to break it," he said. Daniel pushed and hit it, but it wouldn't budge. The teacher then took a small saw and cut the block into 4 smaller pieces. This time they snapped easily. Lesson 4. Break big things into small pieces. A huge chapter feels impossible, just like this block. But one small section at a time, that's doable. Study for 25 minutes, then rest for 5. Small wins build momentum. Finally, he showed Daniel 2 small clay pots. In one, a tiny green sprout was pushing through the soil. He'd been watering it every day. The other pot was empty and dry. Lesson 5. Practice regularly, even when it's small. A plant doesn't grow from one big watering, it grows from consistent care. Give your studies 20 to 30 minutes every single day. Show up daily and the results will compound quietly, just like this little sprout. Daniel took these 5 lessons to heart. He started each study session with 5 minutes of quiet breathing. He practiced focusing on a candle flame. He explained topics out loud to his bedroom wall. He broke his work into small, manageable chunks and never skipped a day. At first, the changes were small. He could read a single page without his mind drifting. Then 2. Mistakes still happened, but they didn't crush him anymore. He started raising his hand in class, not always correct, but always brave. By the end of the year, his grades had climbed from the bottom to the top. The heavy feeling in his chest was gone. Learning no longer felt like a punishment. 5 years later, Daniel stood on a stage, receiving an award for academic excellence at his university. He was studying to be an engineer, hoping to design bridges that could connect remote villages just like his own. In his speech, he said, "The most important lessons of my life weren't in any textbook. They came from a quiet classroom, a muddy bottle, a candle flame, a sponge, a broken block, and 2 small pots. My teacher showed me that anyone can change the way they learn. If you're struggling right now, believe me, you're not broken. You just need the right tools and the patience to use them consistently. Your small, steady efforts today will grow into something extraordinary tomorrow. And somewhere in that small valley town, Mr. Jukarbark watched the live stream on his old laptop, a gentle smile on his face, knowing one seed he had planted had finally bloomed. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like and subscribe for more content that inspires.